Yeah, so I don't know, like an essay. I mean, but our production conversation was always like, they don't. It's almost like we tick the box to say like we did some lights.
The lights are on.
We did the.
Do you see the stage? There. What's the theme? Stand.
But we don't write moments in.
Yes.
You know, because awards at its core is somebody getting the award.
Yeah.
At its core.
I mean, imagine Van Tonder telling Aries, okay, this is the choreography. It's how you know the award show is going to fail. If you're hearing that behind the scenes. Not like that, man. Okay, 5, 6. You're already clapping off beat. This is terrible.
Yeah, but like I feel like they don't understand. Like you gotta in between, you've gotta design and create those moments.
It's those moments that live forever. Like you still remember Chris Brown flying at the MTV VMAs.
Exactly. Like, you know what? Like a really dope, so light, so small, but it was so dope. Grammy Awards, Trevor Noah, right?
Mm-hmm.
Grammys. He introduced. Did it host Grammys or Oscars? Now I'm doing that thing now.
Oscars.
Oscars?
No, Grammys. Grammys, correct. Sorry.
Grammys is music, Oscars is movies.
Yes.
Grammys, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So he does that intro thing where he was walking in between the people. You saw that, right? And then what was dope is that then he introduces The Rock. But then he says he knows something interesting is that the other singer lady is a big fan of The Rock, and then he introduced them to him.
Yeah.
That was like so dope because it was such a genuine moment. Then as he moves away, you can see them still talking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, and that's a small moment compared to like the bigger one.
100%, yeah.
You guys still don't believe that the Chris Rock and Will Smith was curated?
No.
You guys still don't believe that?
No.
All right.
Okay, so please remember this moment and bring us back here if he's actually right. But now that
there's proof.
We wait. You'll tell us what it is when it comes out.
Proof. Yeah.
Speaking about what you said about the Grammys, Met Gala, guys.
Yes,
maybe you can tell me what happens at this Met Gala, because in my head, people are coming to dress up and go home. Why?
Met Gala is basically, it's a gala dinner. That's like the main thing, right? You hear about gala dinners where prestigious whoever's or charities and foundations
impact-driven type of
that host galas. Yeah, but like, you know, the fashion industry does have entities that are certainly big and huge and very influential. And yes, in the back of the Met Gala conversation, there is a foundation chat, you know. So the excuses of having a gala are there, the tick the box. And then they just make it an auspicious occasion by inviting some of the biggest A-listers in the world.
Does this Met have any purpose?
Yes. So what happens inside, there is a whole formality gala dinner, and the fact that when funds are raised, there is the whole foundation. That's why I'm like, there is that aspect. But that's not the part that everybody wants to see and talk about. So that's why you guys don't know about that. No one knows unless you go sit and Google the chat. So it's not just people coming together and dressing up and coming to the event, because the guests that you guys see or that we all talk about are not the only guests. They're just the ones that have PR range.
Okay.
You've got individual like businessmen or whatever that no one knows about that have tables there, etc. You get what I'm saying? So it was they brought in the fashion aspect to bring in, because those people are also influential and they also have money at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And one of the aspects, I don't know exactly how it works in terms of the mechanics, but you buy a table.
Yeah.
Like, and the table costs X amount. Right, type of thing. So, for example, like last year, Lewis Hamilton bought a table, and at his table, he invited up and coming Black fashion designers. That in that conversation, they wouldn't be able to go to a Met Gala, but they aspire to. It's one of their goals to dress whoever. But now he got to bring them into that world because that's just something that he does. So all these your brands, how Trevor Noah got his invite is because a Tommy Hilfiger or a Tom Ford or they have a table then that they have bought and they'll invite several A-listers and dress them
Okay.
type of thing. So it's a bit of the mechanics of how that works. But yeah, Met Gala has a whole lot of elements. Just that it's elements that are not PR chats. So those are not discussed. Hence why you don't see what happens inside.
Yeah.
Because inside is like, it's like a gala.
Yeah. I guess if you're going there as a single person or a bachelor, you can't go back on a person there because it's gonna take 3 days to take off the dress. If you're trying to have a one night stand, like you gotta bring a carry-on bag because did you see how some of the people are dressed? Like, okay, I need this engineer to come take this off.
But there's an after party. It's a Met Gala after party.
So they change clothes.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Yo, some people looking like balls.
I mean, they still, yeah. Did you see your crush?
Hey, yeah. Mrs. Masilo. The second.
I was actually very shook at the way she came out, though.
But she's been like interesting like lately. If you check her Instagram, it's like, what? No one knows what's happening in your life, but you look happy.
I don't follow her like that.
She'll change your life. Guys, I want to know from you guys what, and please put in the comments below, what was your, I guess it's an afternoon, daytime talk show. And this is nice of Jerry Springer dying at 79.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Jerry, man.
I remember when I was in primary school, I remember my sister watching Ricky Lake.
Yes, Ricky Lake.
I didn't understand what was going on. I didn't understand why every single day that thing's on and she's watching.
Ricky Lake was actually so dope because like there was Oprah. Oprah was like serious, right?
Yeah.
Oprah would bring on like Michael Jordan, Tom Cruise.
Pause. If you think about it, Oprah in that era had the Beyonce hype. It was the same.
No, most definitely.
And she was like, she just spoke. She didn't go, you know what? I'm a bend over, twerk.
No, like, Oprah was dressed in long ass dresses and like she had like the huge ass, I don't know what they call those hairstyles.
This is for all the kids who think Beyonce has been the one and only. Have you met Oprah?
No, Oprah, the status that Beyonce holds right now, for sure, Oprah held that. Like that, you know? But I think it's such a hectic conversation because like for Oprah, it wasn't even like the whole like a sex appeal thing or a sex symbol thing.
Yeah.
It was really just like in the bag, focused, navigating.
But you don't want to be flirted on by Oprah. She doesn't even need to flirt. She can go, you, come here, we're going. You're going to do what?
You get a car, you get a house, everybody. I hate that joke, but I have to say. No. Like that was, I mean, Oprah was so dope. Oprah was hard though. And at that time, which was crazy because we didn't even know the business of that whole conversation. We just knew like that she had a show under her name. So Ricky Lake was just like, it was slightly like white version of that. Cause like that was the big market.
Yeah.
White housewives conversations.
Dr. Phil.
A little mix of. Are you talking about Dr. Phil or are you saying like it had Dr. Phil?
No. There's also the Dr. Phil show.
Yeah.
Was it the Dr. Phil show?
Yeah, it was called Dr. Phil. I used to mess with Dr. Phil too. I watched a lot of these daytime shows. Like I really did.
I messed with 3 Talk.
Nolene.
Yes.
Nolene Maolona Sang.
There was something about her.
She was very good.
Yeah.
She was very good. I don't know who I was talking to, and I was like, when you do certain like prestigious interviews or whatever, that's what you call like a Nolene to pull up out of nowhere to come back. Oh, I was having a chat with Donald actually. There's an idea Donald and I were talking about for one of his projects as a concept. And I was like, and I was like, you could get Nolene to come out and you could shoot this whole thing. Yeah.
She
was dope.
Yeah. She can literally just create a show and call it I'm Back Bitches and people will watch it. Like, you know what? She is back.
I really wonder what's her position right like where she is. And that's crazy to have somebody like Nolene just like kind of come out. Like, because like we were talking about like Nolene, like a Deborah Patta. What was Deborah Patta's show again?
Third Degree, guys.
Freaking Degree, bro.
That was proper.
Yeah, I prefer Third Degree over Carte Blanche. Because like Carte Blanche, like it's like a documentary type style. Like they give information. But Third Degree, she's like, yo, let's go in.
Third Degree, Deborah Patta only got put in a place like twice. That I can recall.
Third Degree?
Yeah. Because she's always the one who's like, I'll ask questions in a way that pin you and make you look like everything's wrong with you. If cancel culture was a thing back then, she would have successfully cancelled a whole lot of people. But Malema and
course.
the
Of course.
spokesperson for Zuma, I think, Mac Maharaj.
Of course.
Those people, like, yeah, no, they sorted out.
Juju is hectic.
Yeah, definitely.
He's very hectic. If you're gonna take him on, you must know your story.
Once in a while, I think the world needs to see a white girl being put in a place on camera. Like, it's actually possible. You can achieve your dreams, guys. It has to be seen once every decade. And it just happens to be her.
Yeah, as I used to watch Dr. Phil, for sure.
Yeah.
Jerry Springer was hard. It was so confusing. There was so many things you like, is this real life? Is this people's real lives?
That thing never made sense to me.
Like, people have so much drama, dog.
I feel like the producer says, listen, I need you to throw a punch. I'll give you another $1,000.
Yeah, but they do that though. That's also the crazy thing, which is so wild. They actually do that. Like, there's a show, it's a series or something like that, where it's like, and I think we spoke about it at the time when it came out, where it's like, it's a show about reality shows.
Yeah.
And by actual fact, now that I think about it, I think it's, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's called The Little Black Book. Little Black Book is actually about like this woman who's a producer of a show almost like Jerry Springer, actually.
Mm-hmm.
But like, it's not, the host is not a guy, it's a woman. But they have all that drama and whatever. And in the back, you kind of see how they instigate before the people get on stage and things like that.
Okay, that's interesting.
Very interesting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what they do in a lot of these social experiment shows. So like, I love Survivor. Yes, I'm a Survivor fan.
Yeah, my guy needs to go on Survivor one time. We need to see it. We need to practice your theory. We need to put your theory into practice.
Yeah, we have to.
Yeah.
I feel like the producer also incites certain things in their head or says, I need you to do this because the camera needs to catch this moment. And maybe the game is like real because you got to find immunities and whatever, secret advantages and whatever. But someone needs to start drama. I think in our humanity, we're prone to not start drama. But now you need some producer guy to go, you know what? That guy thinks you're fat. And he's got the advantage. How do you feel? Record. They record the moment.
I think I agree with you. Especially with like the strategy chats and they're having the chats in between, because that's what you're referring to.
Yeah.
And the interview segments.
Yeah.
I think so.
Like there's no, in our humanity, we and a lot of us are now introverts, like public introverts.
Yeah.
There's no way half of them are social people.
The way they kind of show them to be.
Yeah. And I understand it's a game, but like, unless when the camera's off, they're sleeping and they are in their own little cabinet room things.
But I also think we mustn't forget that they also pick the individuals. Like based on like profile. They profile them, essentially. Yeah. But I do think there's a little bit of instigating. Like, yo, we heard that TK says that you're not really his friend. He's not going to give you half of the money. Like, he's not going to save you at the next immunity.
Tribal council, that's what Jeff does at the end. He's so good at that stuff.
Yeah.
So how do you feel, James, that this sounds like it's putting a target on your back?
Yeah.
Sir!
No, that Survivor's so hectic. Like, you go in there thinking you have a friend. But also, there's $1 million on the line.
Yeah.
Do you really have friends, bro?
Yeah.
Those are people you don't even know. You just met these people.
I trusted him. Sir, you better relax. This is a game.
You better calm your ass down.
Did you hear about this? A Toyota Hilux was stolen and the thieves hid it inside the police station. Sounds like a whole movie.
Oh, I might have heard about this. Yeah.
The police didn't recognize that there's a stolen vehicle because they think, oh, okay, this is where the stolen vehicles go. That's where and we're not inciting crime. But guys, I need to give this guy 10 out of 10.
I'm gonna give it to him. Yeah. I think I did see that. That's crazy.
We should actually create a comedy sketch. You know, like the NBA dunk contest?
Yeah.
And rate South African crimes. You did what?
He did what? 8 out of 10. East London. Do you see the East London heist attempt?
East London?
Yeah. The guys decided to take it to another level. You know, the normal heist they hit the fidelity trucks. Yeah. These guys went to G4S, the actual office where they keep the money. Where they have like a huge.
Oh, they try to break into a vault or something.
Yeah.
I saw those photos.
The guys came out armed and everything. Put explosions on the wall, blew
Yeah.
through the wall, got in.
Yeah.
But I think they didn't anticipate. There's certain things they didn't anticipate. So there was a hiccup when they got inside. And then police were on the way. And then they decided to scram. And then there was a whole shootout and everything like that.
Did I read correctly? They left with an armored vehicle. Oh, these guys are smart.
They took one of the cars. That's what I'm assuming, though.
Yeah.
Somebody said where did they get the armored car? And I was like, I don't think they came in it.
Yeah.
I think they took one of the cars.
Yeah. Let me ask you this, and I want to know how you guys feel about this. So one thing we were taught with that other institution we were with, they said crime isn't because of unemployment, it's because of fatherless homes. Do you remember that?
I remember that.
And you look at the country we're in now, and I guess a decade in between with all that's been going on, would you still say? Do you believe that crime is solely the reason because of fatherless homes?
No. I don't think it's because of that. So I think it's actually the latter. I think it's because we have like such a high unemployment rate and we have, the poverty line conversation.
Yeah, I think it's fueling the anger of the people.
Conversation. Yeah.
And once again, it's showing that South Africa doesn't have unskilled people. We have skills, and if you're not gonna use them, will you put it in a different direction?
Yeah. No, 100%. There's individuals I've had chats with like that, where it's like, if they didn't get certain opportunities, they would have used their same skill set in a different place.
Yeah,
which was illegal and which was like criminal type vibe.
But that's what I feel where our country is right now. Like you're starting, especially our generation and the generation below us. You're starting to corner us to a place that you're not to a point of no return. Like you're not gonna like what you're gonna see.
Yeah.
If you continue pushing us this far.
But essentially, it's already happening. Like it's happening even because now we're talking heists. We're talking. The biggest conversation is corruption as well, right? So this plays that part to saying we're moving further away from quote unquote eradicating corruption, right? But even if we talk about the social aspect of like the now, finesse that women do in the streets, it's part of that. That's a result of that too. To say that this girl, this woman or whatever, you studying, you get your degree, you can't get work, but you can finesse a nigga in the club for 20 bands.
Yeah.
You're doing it. You get what I'm saying? It's the equivalent of a heist, essentially. Just different matrix.
Yeah.
And like you're saying, a skill set, presentation, well-spoken, whatever the cases may be, whatever those elements are. But, women are using it in a different way and also in a different light too. Yahoo boys in Cape Town are scamming women.
Yeah.
Hard. So, yeah, it's a bad chat for sure.
Yeah, no, it's heavy. A couple went to a Philharmonic orchestra, to a concert. And this woman had a full body orgasm in public.
Because of the music?
We'd like to believe that. So the story doesn't have they didn't fully expose everything that happened. They say the husband, it's a married couple, sorry. The husband just watched her have an orgasm. And she got louder. Ironically, the story says she got louder as the music started climaxing. Like, so she was in sync. The husband looked and smiled. Now, I know there's a kink. I'm not trying to kink shit. I think the kink is called oralism or something.
I think we know what is going on. Okay, let me just ask this. I just want to ask you. Did they mention where his hands were?
See, that doesn't say that. It says he awkwardly looked and tried to not shame her.
Or it could be this thing where in America they do the whole sex toy vibrated thing where women and then there's a controller for the shandies, like apps or whatever the case.
Yeah.
In America, they really be about that thing. Like I've seen way too many videos on the timeline where those videos are concerned for it to just be like people are doing things in their own private sector. Yeah. So maybe it was that too. He could have been like controlling.
You're right. I didn't think of that.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I asked, where were his hands?
So, but now the thing is, I'm wondering, what's the conversation as you go on your drive home? Or maybe the kink was they want to be seen in public. But now you're not going to be invited.
The kink is doing it in public though.
Yeah, and now you're not going to get
because even the videos I'm talking about, like they're in restaurants and like things like they go buy food and like he's recording her. Excuse me, he's recording himself, like kind of like controlling it while she's trying to order.
Wait, okay, maybe I need to give you more context because they say as the music was climaxing, she climaxed, right?
Mm-hmm.
But she got annoyingly loud that the orchestra stopped.
Oh, hectic!
Like that's awkward.
Oh, hectic!
So now the couple has to leave the whole venue. You can imagine must the orchestra just continue like, and they live happily ever after.
They should. If I was on the orchestra, right, and I'm like one of the violinist guys, and then as they're walking away, I go TK.
Fire.
Can I play the sad music vibe?
I feel like we, as a generation, we're so sexually stimulated that the idea of kinks or the ideas of what people want to do in sex now is like, I don't want to say going too far, but you can see it's starting to get out of hand.
Yeah, people are testing the boundaries.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I guess it depends which like category or WhatsApp group you're in.
I mean, have you been to Dubai?
I've been to Dubai. What does that question have to do with anything?
You know what the people are doing to the people there?
No, I don't. I went for work. TK.
Yeah, but we've seen the images.
That was the wrong placement of that question. No, that is wild. But besides like the Dubai chat, on that one, there's a clip it's on Revolt TV of Jason Lee interviewing, I think she's an artist, like female rapper in America. And she was talking about how, what is she, I think she spoke about like, it was a message to like Diddy type of vibe, like, because apparently Diddy's in some kinky stuff. It's been...
Oh, the golden shower thing.
The golden shower one. Exactly. Then she's like, yo, Diddy, you can piss on me all you want. And then she goes, oh. So Jason's like, okay. He didn't expect that because she literally took a tangent.
Yeah.
Right? She went left. You can piss on me all you want. I love that. Then she goes further. Yeah, I even love when a nigga squatting and he drops some on me. Whoa.
And he's on camera.
Bro, this is on tape. This is on tape, dog. She said that with her chest. She said, yo, don't even cut that. She looked into the camera. I love her, and nigga squatting in it.
I didn't find this video.
What's going on? No, like I think people just are into some like crazy stuff because it's just like, they're just pushing the boundaries to see. It's also like, it's almost like to see what else can get you there, I guess.
Yeah.
But I think in some cases, like, it's also like you're doing some shizness a little bit too much.
Yeah, how much sex are you having to go, you know what?
Sex addicts low key. Like, really, niggas is like, you know, it's like the whole Usher, Trey Songz conversations. Like, no, bro, like, be a normal gent. Like, you know, cuddle or something. Go to pick me. Bro, sleep, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
okay, but then maybe I should ask them this. What are the weirdest places you found yourself doing sex? Doing sex, that sounds weird. It sounds like I don't know English. Having sex. Like, what are the weirdest places? Do you have a weird place that you want to mention?
we've had this conversation and he keeps bringing this up. I don't know why.
We've never had this one.
On the live, we did.
Weird places?
Yeah, we did. I'm sure about it. I'm definitely.
Okay.
You always
well,
ask
they don't know.
Questions. You always ask weird questions.
I don't even know the answer.
Probably like cinema.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, you won. Okay. In South Africa? What? This must have been a boring movie. Was anyone there?
Don't ask me how. But yeah, you pick a boring movie because that's the whole point. Don't ask me how. But
so
yeah.
You and that married couple understand each other like, yeah. No.
Look, I get my gent. I get it. Like, you know, women, especially because like the whole notion of like when women get older, they get like a lot more, what do we call it? They get more sexual.
Yeah.
Basically. Yeah. So instead of keeping up with it, you got to be ahead of it. Don't keep up with it. Be ahead of the curve. That's the mistake niggas make. Like, you got to be ahead of it so that you got to regulate it. Because if you're ahead of it, you can say, when she wants to go, you can be like, Nah, relax. And that shit just like gets her going.
So if you're in high school and you need a new LO teacher, here you go. Whether you have
You put me on blast. All right, let's change the subject. You put me on blast.
Wait, but on a surface level, doctors warn that giving oral sex can cause throat cancer.
I saw that actually. Yeah. Women are giving
Also, how much head are you giving? Who are you giving head to like that? No human body. You know what?
That was my first question. Like, how much oral sex, how much head are you giving for you to get cancer? Like, you see, again, y'all doing too much. Y'all doing too much. Like, do things look, too much of anything is bad for you. Too much of anything.
If you got a black woman, you know what? It's never bad.
TK, too much of anything is bad for you.
I disagree. If you're chocolate, you're great. You are a necessity to the fiber of who we are.
No, y'all doing too much.
You know how scared people are going to be now, especially people who really love sex. Like, now I can't give head. Because if I start coughing, it's going to think I'm sick.
Is there something wrong? Are you okay? You got
No,
cancer?
no.
Keep
the cat away from me.
Is it contagious? Okay, no, it's silly. Is cancer? Cancer's not contagious, is it? Is there a type of cancer that's contagious?
I don't know.
I've never heard of contagious.
If you're a doctor and you like have an hour to watch this, please let us know. Educate us.
Yeah, I don't think cancer's. No, not to my knowledge. Yeah. There isn't a cancer that's contagious. Yeah.
South Africa is getting new coins, but we're working on a new currency. Someone has to make sense.
Make it make sense, right?
Why are we spending money on a new coin?
Make it make sense, right? I really think like at this stage, I'm convinced. Like, I don't know what those guys are doing in the government, bro. I really don't. So I didn't even hear about this. So we're getting new coins.
New coins and new notes. They're going to start being released May, June. Please correct in the comments.
But then, okay, the currency thing is still in progress though.
Yeah.
Right? So, okay, give or take a couple of years. But we don't need new notes and new coins. We don't even have money, apparently. Do you see the new... Or did they rebrand the police force or there's a new police force that they launched?
Oh, what?
Bro.
Are they sponsored by Jordan?
Your country's interesting, bro.
They have a Jordan sponsor. From Brum. Jordan from Brum.
Yeah, there's a whole like new force thing, like police force type thing that they launched. Like, so it's like, you've got metros, you've got your SAPs. Then you've got another one now. I just forgot what it was called.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, but what a waste of money. Like you have a whole new department instead of fixing the others.
Yeah.
You've put a whole new department as a solution to the problems.
Yeah.
Bro, come on. Come now.
Stage 6 will do that to you.
I guess, right? You lose the original documents and just come up with a fast
Why
solution.
are we in government again? Oh yeah.
Freeze.
Egypt is mad. There's a documentary on Netflix. And for those who understand the story fully, please educate us here. So from what I'm getting is Cleopatra in this documentary is black. Egypt's like, no, we are not black.
So let me tell you guys what you guys didn't know is that allegedly, just to be politically correct, allegedly, Egyptians are anti-African. That's been the notion. They consider themselves as European. And obviously I'm not saying everybody, I'm saying just the majority of the narrative is that.
Yeah.
Hence why that chat. Because technically, you know, like French Montana is not white. He's from Morocco. He's not white. So why would you cast a white person to play, quote unquote, the character?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So I read that actually. I was like, sus. I heard about it and I was actually shook the first time I heard about that. A friend of mine in high school went family trip in Egypt and he came back and this is what he told me. Like, yo, they don't see themselves as Africans.
You know,
I was like, that's crazy.
And it's not the first time I heard something like this, but I feel like when this came up again, we all should have just said, fine, we'll give you Cleopatra if you give us Jesus. Then we're good. That's a good trade-off. You can take Cleo, fine. Keep your pyramids. Give us a savior with the dreadlocks, not that other one you got.
It's funny how we don't lie. Yeah, that's it's weird. It's wild, that chat. It's very wild because it's even come up in like the soccer engagements as well,
Mm.
the AFCONs and all of that. It's come up.
How would you? I mean, I understand economically with how the world is displaced and disenfranchised and have basically plundered Africa. Why would you still not want to be African though? I don't know what does being your own racial group in a land that you own, does it really make you that different from everyone else's in the continent?
Yo, niggas don't want to be associated to the peasants, bro. That's the narrative. So they want to be associated to the superior race. And we've had that issue in South Africa where certain races want to be associated, to what is then deemed the superior race, or who is deemed the superior race. But that's where you easily get the house nigga conversation, right? Because at the end of the day, like Jay said, you're still a nigga. So, yeah, wild chat, bro. Wild chat.
I think, wait, how much time do we got left? Okay.
Nah, we good. We good.
Okay, good. Clubhouse. You remember Clubhouse? Clubhouse was the first version of Twitter Space.
Yeah. And then Twitter bought Clubhouse, right?
No, Clubhouse still out there.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, what's going on with Clubhouse?
They are laying off over 50% of their staff. Over 50%.
Oh, heck.
Because the demand isn't that high anymore.
Yeah, because niggas on Twitter, right?
They're on Twitter Space and on podcasts and like...
Damn.
Imagine that you have such a great idea that works during the pandemic. Everyone's connecting. People are finding jobs. Yeah. It's doing wonders. And you lay off 50% of the people who helped make that happen.
I mean, they probably didn't have much of a choice. How would you have navigated from outside the pandemic, coming out the pandemic, into, okay, we're out of that, and now you still need to move, especially because now you've got the two aspects you mentioned. You've got Twitter Spaces, you've got podcasting, which are all your audio competitors, essentially. How would you have navigated? What was the next transformation of Clubhouse from your perspective? I mean, because I didn't know the app. I didn't explore the app. I didn't even engage with it. Like, I just heard about it. I never went on any, like, what is it, chat room or whatever, the conversation. I never went into any of it. So I just heard about it theoretically. And at the point that Twitter Space popped up, I knew where they got the concept from. But yeah, what becomes your next move?
I mean, I don't know. You form a partnership with someone like LinkedIn. Because Clubhouse was already had rooms for professionals in different niches. So if you have an audio, and LinkedIn's already considering some audio thing in the beta phase, whatever.
That's good.
Clubhouse should have already done.
Yeah.
Said, okay, because we're seeing a lot of professionals and a lot of money is been made here. Let's do something with LinkedIn, and there's a whole new product for both parties.
You think
you guys need to put us in these boardrooms because we've got these ideas to help.
That's a fire idea. Huh? Okay, cool. You think Clubhouse should sell to LinkedIn?
It's over now. I can't see, because it's not like there's no one in the LinkedIn team not thinking about audio.
It's like you said, that's their next move.
Yeah. So
yeah, that's crazy.
It's too late now.
But I mean, it's the Skype chat.
Yeah.
It's a Skype chat. Skype was supposed to, when that whole wave was happening with lockdown and how meetings would run or whatever, Skype was supposed to anticipate that. And that's the thing, if you have a team that's not just maintaining what's currently happening and is trying to develop and become better, they would have seen that. But Skype kind of slipped on the job, and that's the only reason Zoom took over.
Yeah.
And
Zoom's killing it, bro.
Zoom is killing it, right? And then who else came up? Teams came up.
Yeah.
And then Google quickly fixed Meets. And then they were on the board as well.
Yeah.
Because everybody else, which is crazy because Google Meets, everybody else has like, I think like time durations or whatever.
Yeah.
Whereas Google Meets doesn't.
Yeah.
And the only reason like everybody uses, I think Zoom has other functions, like I think like recording and things like that allow people to want to use those. But Skype then quickly got hit out because of that. So it's one of those chats. I mean, on tech right now, the AI conversation is crazy, right? On digital, we had Chat GPT. That's what we spoke about last week.
Yeah.
But what I what I forgot to mention or bring up was the AI audio chat, where like now we have the music situation where, you know, you have all the tracks that are being made using individuals' voices and stuff. I heard, I don't know which interview I was watching, and this guy mentioned a very good point though. He said this thing of the audio or the audio AI is actually very scary because that means some guy can clone, quote unquote, using the word, can clone my voice to then like contact my family or contact my kids. Right? And he's like, can you imagine like, you know, somebody like rounds a call and then the audio says, yo, it's your dad, open up, type of vibe. I just forgot my key or whatever.
Oh, wow.
He said that and it was just like, yo, he's like, yo, you guys are busy talking about how Drake and them songs are being, this is actually the real scary part of AI.
Yeah.
Type of thing where we're allowing it to be able to do things like that.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, out of everything I've heard, that's a good point. Actually, that's really solid.
I didn't think about the security aspect of it.
I didn't either because like you're trying to think like on a creative aspect for sure. But the security is like really bad because that means the security also means when now you start thinking about it, it's like you could have your face cloned for Face ID. You can have fingerprint cloned very easily now. If the tech really goes there, if you find an app that does that where you kind of hit a clone app and when you put your fingerprint in your phone, it actually clones your thing and sends it to whoever type of thing. So, ladies and gentlemen,
we're going to become criminals for the last 20 years of our lives.
We are in trouble, ladies and gentlemen.
So we should create a criminal LinkedIn company. We need people who can do crime, but do crime well. Hiring.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not part of this conversation. I don't know what he's talking about. Don't quote me on that.
Okay, so I was on Instagram, and for those who don't follow me, I threw a story up. And the question was, what things have you learned from an ex that you still practice today? Whether it's like an internal thing or an external thing or a habit or a hobby. Do you have anything like that?
I do.
Please put your answers in the comments.
Yeah. Would like to see those. I do. I thought about it. I saw that. I was like, interesting.
What?
But I only have two. Nothing too hectic though.
Yeah.
The first one is kind of me confidently being myself in relationships is actually because of one of my exes, right? I was with her and she allowed that to happen. She literally created the room for that. So then, because I understood that, that's because I experienced that, that's what like
I like this sermon.
I look for now.
I like this sermon.
Yeah. Because like you get into spaces, I mean, if we talk about it a little bit further, you get into spaces or in a relationship or an engagement with somebody, and most of the time you kind of have to be this person, and you as you engage with them, you kind of taking note of who they like, what type of person they like. So you either like doing more of certain things, or you pick up on something they say in a conversation, you start doing those type of things, or from who you presented, you now need to be this person all the time. And sometimes who we present it's the person that was in the room because of a certain circumstance, right? But she basically allowed me to be me. And that was the first time I experienced that. Because some of the things that I thought were, if I do that, that might be a little bit cringe. Or if I do that, that might have her out. It was like, oh no, that's dope because that's who you are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's when you start learning things like, I might not do that. I might not agree with that in the aspect that it's not a train smash. It doesn't affect me in a negative sense, or in the core of it all, we now move in a negative direction. It's cool. You can watch anime if that's what you're into.
Yeah.
I'm not into it, but you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then it's like, it became like what I looked for in my next relationships, to be like, that must be my standard because I can freely be myself and not have to pretend to be somebody.
Yeah.
And then the second thing would be how I wash dishes, which is very random, but very interesting. How I wash dishes was because of one of my exes. So we were on a vacation, right? And I'm washing the dishes. What I did was I started with like the plates and the forks and stuff. And she went, yo, you should actually start with the glasses and stuff because the water's still clean. And then you can kind of go backstab because if the water's dirty, it'll stay in the glasses and stuff, glassware. I was like, oh, interesting. So now that's how I wash dishes.
My lady's like, when I asked the question, so for those who don't know, I use a test on my partner. I first test and I see the response, and that's when I take it to like social media to go, okay, now I can test this question.
Actual engagement, yeah.
So she's like, well, he told me how to torrent. From now on, you'll never torrent. I torrent. You hear me? You better brainwash yourself with that skill. I'm the skill. I'm the captain now. Like,
that's funny because that's just that. I used to get torrents from this guy all the damn time.
This is some of the answers we got. To buy toiletries in bulk. Literally, I only do twice in a year.
Whoa. Track back. You only buy toiletries twice a year?
Yeah.
How much are you buying? Like, you buy like it's a pandemic.
So you look like my friend. Do you have a shop?
She's buying in macro. She's definitely giving macro a lot of money.
Another person said to always watch her screen until you get that password, and then you go through her phone.
Terrible.
Guys,
terrible.
I feel like we all know this rule now.
Terrible. Don't go through the phone.
Leave the phone.
Leave the
as
phone.
Curious as you are,
you're gonna find things that you definitely don't want to find.
He used to fold his socks a certain way, and I do till this day. He used to fold his socks a certain way, and I do the same till today.
Okay, got that.
Interesting. Just don't tell your current boyfriend that, right?
that you're folding his socks the way the ex used to fold their socks. Yeah.
The way he used to fry his beef, I still do it. The way he used to fry his beef, I still do it the same way, and it's the best thing I learned from him. So people know.
No, hold, pause. She said it's the best thing I learned from him.
Yeah.
How to fry a beef. That guy was definitely not adding any value to that relationship. Like, no value. How's the best thing? How I brush my teeth is the best thing I learned from him. What?
No.
Y'all need to pick your partners wisely, guys.
Someone said, pray with your partner, pray for your partner, pray about your partner. This sounds like you copied it from a book, but yeah, no, it's good. I like it, but yeah, keep reading.
Keep reading. She might as well said, eat, pray, love.
This person said cheating.
Whoa, hectic.
Like,
she learned cheating from the ex.
No, it's a guy who said this.
Oh, it's a guy.
Yeah. It's weird when you're a guy and read something like that. Because like, I think we all can like accept now that guys are weak. When it comes to being hurt like that,
yes,
we can't handle that.
No, we can't.
We are like wired to believe that women are forgiving and strong enough to handle that kind of hurt. They shouldn't need to, they don't deserve it.
Yes.
But we wired to think like that. So when you see a guy say that, it's like, oh, he's broken.
Yes, he's broken.
There's point of no return. Like, he's almost unfixable.
Yeah, guys going to that cycle because they've been hurt by a woman.
Yeah.
But I guess it's also like, and it's a whole bad cycle, really. Like, hurt people just hurt people.
Yeah.
That's all I come down to. It's like, that's what.
But when a guy is broken, I don't know, like that's, for my, I guess I'm biased in how I view brokenness. Because in my mind, and I'm speaking as a heterosexual guy and possibly ignorant, in my mind, we kind of believe women can handle that kind of weight and still function in the world.
The weight of you cheating?
Yeah.
Or what?
On both sides, I guess. But when a guy is on the receiving end, and he is broken, I feel like that when that moment happens, it's done.
It changes you. It definitely does. Like, but it's crazy because that's why most of the time it's the whole thing of like women mature faster than men.
Yeah.
You know. But it's like, for guys it's hectic. Like, even if you find out that your girl is chatting daily to a guy, that don't even land right. There's nowhere where it lands.
So how is chats with Jeff?
Because in your head, you just like, I know that nigga went the whole way. I know it.
Yeah.
It's bad, actually.
He's disrespecting me.
Yeah. It's so bad.
You got to make sure you don't have those friends who go, are you sure? Are you just going to leave him?
Yeah.
You're just going to leave him? Come on. I hated those guys in school, man.
No, if you have friends like, look, if you have friends like that in your adult age, you need to check yourself.
Yeah,
check
you're still in high school.
Yeah, you're still in high school. Which one's that?
He told me that GP men don't have money. What? He told me that GP men don't have money and they go after women with money. So always date within your tax bracket.
Oh, okay. Always date within your tax bracket. Yeah, that's right. I agree with that.
Never sleep with a hun on the first night. Now I got questions about this one.
I agree with that.
Yeah, but what was that? What you were taught? Or you did that and now you realize why you don't?
Yes, yeah. Most of the time, that's actually the equation. Like we don't teach. You don't learn that. Well, now you guys are learning. Congratulations.
Yeah.
But you learn that from mistakes. Yeah, you don't want to do that. It sets a bad precedence.
Yeah.
Unless that's how you move.
Mhm.
All right.
This person says that my car actually should get washed every 2 weeks. I used to wash it every 6 months till he came.
It should be washed. Oh, hectic. She used to wash her car every 6 months.
Yes.
No, that's not a real thing. You're only washing your car twice a year. That's not a real thing. That's not a real thing.
These are a lot of responses. I'm trying to find like a good one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my ex taught me to be well groomed from beard, underarm hair, nose hair, genitalia hair, nose tails. Okay.
Yeah.
Why are you learning that from?
Yes. That's exactly what I was thinking.
What were you doing when you were growing up?
Whole time?
Where were your parents? Do you know your dad? What?
Okay, calm down. My nigga could not know it. But yes, what were you doing this whole time? Yeah, that's wild. You should be, you know what I'm saying? Like every 2 weeks, make sure everything's clean, everything's together.
This one doesn't really make sense, but we'll wrap this up. This person learned that to get your nails done is expensive, so never offer to pay.
What?
To get your nails done is expensive. Is expensive.
That's a guy.
So never offer to pay.
That's a guy.
Listen, only some guys don't should have nice things. I make sure my person has nice things.
I was about to say, you understand?
Yeah, we don't play with that.
Yeah. Were you in the line for the 9 rand flights?
I tried. I literally tried. I think it's a great marketing tool. I still don't understand the ROI, but
yeah, but I mean, it's slightly brilliant, just in the sense that you kind of work out how many you can actually give away.
Yeah,
you work out how much you're willing to lose versus how much you'll get because of the next thing that they did, which is the 30% off flights.
Okay.
So then they say if you didn't catch the 9 rand flight, you get 30% off, and that's where they make their money.
Okay, but it still sounds like they're working at a loss.
No, that's what I'm saying. You work out how much because you're working out how much you're willing to lose. Because what you're also going to do now, you're going to get those people that haven't flown, didn't think of flying with Flysafair, maybe only flew, you know what I'm saying? So you're going to get those percentage of people because the most important thing is experience.
Yeah.
And that's why it's like, if you can spend money on having somebody experience your product or service, you have a higher chance or probability of them becoming your customer.
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking about it from an IT side that, if you have 1 million computers all on at the same time on the same site, search engine optimization, all of that stuff, your backend stuff works. Now, whenever anyone types the word flight or anything related to the air, they're the first hit. And that's on other people's computers. I thought from that side, incredible to be able to get people to do that. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess I'll never know what it costs to actually run an airline, but that it's a great move.
Yeah.
I still see it making the money they needed to make.
Yeah, if you're able to, like, there's certain businesses you don't like just start and that's your cash cow.
Yeah.
Like guys that own like those type of airlines, they have other other money. So you can afford to take the 3-5 year loss.
Yeah.
Because like Flysafair has been on for a minute. You know what I'm saying? So they went through their period where they took their L's.
So did you manage to get a ticket?
My brother. Come on, what do I look like?
Did you?
No, my brother. I'm not doing that.
I was on. It was like, this thing is not gonna happen.
No, man. I went to sleep, my man. I woke up and I went to work and then I went to sleep. I didn't have time for that thing. But like, we could have planned a whole trip that cost us what, 20 rand?
Right?
Or on flights, the flight budget.
We'll do a whole podcast on Flysafair, actually. Yeah, there you go.
Talking about great, well, it's a dope marketing strategy. What's your chat on Prime?
Oh yeah. That was on my notes. Smart. So this is one thing I should have tweeted this, but clearly there's an economy that works in America that allows a YouTuber to go, I can do this other thing to this level that we don't have here. So like, and I get, and I'm not trying to name and shame. Yeah, there's no name and shame in doing this, but like Casper releasing a spirit aperitif drink, our mind goes, no, you technically can't do that. We like the music more. We know you for this. Do that. But I don't know. America has figured out this way that no, you can venture into other things and it looks cool and it looks dope and it can be just as successful as whatever your content creation career was. Yeah.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. So there are two things that happen in that equation. For me, it's firstly, definitely SA and maybe even Africa has the notorious pull down syndrome that we've been struggling with since apartheid, right? So your Casper conversation, your MoFire conversation, your Galaxy Boy conversation. But at the same time, I also reference the person, the man, right? Because sometimes a lot of individuals that do these type of ventures are not really individuals that are liked much.
Yeah.
And that becomes a problem,
Yeah.
right? So where Prime is concerned, and big shout out to Anele, right, for her play in this conversation. I don't know if she got a check for it or not, but nobody, quote unquote, loosely using the word nobody really knows who Logan Paul is in SA.
Yeah.
Right? Except that small demographic that includes you and I that are on digital like that, right? So for SA to go line up like that, or for SA to chat about it like that, it wasn't because we knew the face. It was because there was this drink in the store that cost 350 rand.
Yeah.
And that, on their part, that side, that was dope marketing strategy. Because it's your guerrilla marketing chat.
Yeah.
Like, why the hell is this drink 350?
Yeah.
You know? But, to your Caspers and the who's in the, it's also like it comes down to the man.
Yeah.
It does. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to start whatever, because I'm saying that within like to, Galaxy Boy. Galaxy Boy right now, he's doing so well. It's incredible. Right? And he's only going to get bigger now. Shout out to, AKA Galaxy Boy, that's culture. Because it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you know, you know. This is not like it didn't just pop up yesterday.
Yeah.
It popped up before I'ma Keep. He's been in, fun fact, before he was Galaxy Boy, he was Cheese Girl, Cheese Boy. Right? And then he became Galaxy Boy. And even so is Gal X Boy, actually. So he's been in the cup for a minute, but now it's like, he's been doing good, but he's going to be doing better now because everybody messes with the product, right? And no one really knows the man. So it's not even an equation.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying though? And hence why, like, with Logan and them, it's like that. Like, no one knows all the sagas and the dramas that we know. Maybe in America, he might have a slight hump or slight issue.
Yeah.
But I thought back to 50 Cent with Vitamin Water, which was a brilliant business move. Which is funny enough. Also, one of his greatest business move. Also, his L as well.
Yeah.
Right. But the Vitamin Water move was so solid. But because it was 50, and at the time, 50 Cent was dope. We messed with 50. It landed. It landed so smoothly. It didn't throw anybody off the market, but it landed like smooth. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So those aspects, like, they play such a big role.
Sure.
But like, shout out to that Prime chat. But it's also, I think it's slightly weird. I commend the marketing.
Yeah.
I think just as a SA market, yet again, we're a little bit weird for moving like that. Because if you know, like I'm a big supporter of SA and I'm a big supporter of Africa. I'm a big supporter of our products and what we do. So I am a big supporter of More Fire. And I'm just like, the way we're responding to the two in different is very crazy. You know what I'm saying? The least one can do, not off obligation, but off the fact that we want our economy to grow and whatever. Because people are not obligated, really.
Yeah.
Right? They're not. But at the same time, if we have our economical chats to be like, unemployment this, unemployment that, our economy this, our economy that, to what extent do you then kind of get involved in, and I'm not talking black economy.
Yeah.
I'm talking SA economy.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's like, because I'm really going to go into it. I'm going to like now preach real quick. Because like, let's talk about how much are we spending on foreign product? Like live. You're spending 60 bands on a jean. Spending 60 bands on a shoe. It's your hard work money for sure. And then want to sit in front of the TV and complain about unemployment at 61%. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
That's a whole other conversation. Okay.
It's a whole other conversation. I mean, I'm sorry. I know it's before weekend. You know, we're supposed to keep it chilled. But we just came from the office, okay? We just came from it.
This is how we end the Friday. Would you rather be alone all your life or be surrounded by really annoying people? Please also, I want to see your answer.
Okay,
and your reasoning why. Would you rather be alone all your life or surrounded by really annoying people? Please answer in the comments and please like also explain why.
I can do alone.
All your life.
I can do alone.
I think I need annoying people.
Nah.
So I can criticize and judge. I think I'm a good judge. I think God needs an assistant and I'm ready.
Nah, I deal with people on a daily. I could do alone.
All your life?
Yep.
You know the movie, that Legend movie?
Legend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know it's not true, right?
Yeah, it's not how it works.
Yeah.
What are you referring to though?
You're going to lose your mind.
In theory. Like.
Then you start talking to mannequins.
So what is it? It's like, there's no humans, you're alone on Earth.
You're alone,
or alone on the country and the country in or whatever.
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah. But not apocalyptic times. You're just alone. Like,
that's what I'm asking.
There's no one to enjoy life with.
So that's what I'm asking. Like, are you saying there are people, like society exists,
yeah,
but I have no relation to
okay, yeah, let's
people.
add the stipulation. Society exists, but you have no relationships.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. I know it's weird. I get it.
He's lying, guys.
No, like it's crazy because I don't have that thing I engage with people because of purpose.
Yeah.
I don't engage with people because there's a strong want to engage with people like that. And obviously I have the privilege of having certain people close to me, so I definitely do engage with them. But I know it's a crazy conversation and it has to do with definitely how I was raised, right? I spent the first 10 years of my life without a brother. I have this ultra independence thing, right? So I can navigate. Dog, I go on solo dates, bro, and I'm freaking happy, bro.
I mean, I function in being alone most of the time, but I think in this case, I'll choose really annoying people. And yeah.
I'll kill somebody, bro. Don't delete this footage, whoever's but no, I'll body somebody. No ways. I can't. Like, I'm only patient because that's the thing. I'm patient.
Yeah.
And like constantly having this thing.
Yeah.
And then the patient wears out.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not patient anymore. Now you need this thing to, I don't know. Interesting question. Interesting equation though. But I might do it solo.
Solo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, this has been good. Take us on, Calvin.
All right, shout out. Wait, quick one. Lakers versus Warriors.
Oh, you know.
This is interesting because I'm a Lakers.
It's 2.0.
He's a Warriors, right? It's what?
It's 2.0. The last time this happened,
you keeping score,
LeBron
right?
lost.
You see that Lakers team, right?
No, it's fine.
You saw what's going on there.
It's fine.
Okay. Please keep score for him.
It's game to
Let him know what's going on. Let him know what's popping. We might just... I need my goat to take another ring just before he steps out. He's about it. I think Steph's got some time. My goat needs one more ring.
see what drinking does.
All right, shout out to you guys. Thank you very much for watching. We really, really appreciate you guys. That was it. Yeah, before the weekend actually ends. So let us know what you're up to this weekend. Put in the comments. Tell us where you are. I'm going to Metro FM Awards. I'm going to try to get you Metro FM Awards, actually. I forgot to tell you. I'm going to try to see if we can go. Yeah, Bombela Stadium. I don't know where they're going to play, but we're going to be out there. Stay safe. Work hard. Keep your jobs, guys. Right? It's very important. Unemployment's at 61. Don't be the next percent. Don't do it. Yeah, I think that's it. We good?
It's been good.
Yeah, like, comment, share, subscribe. I like the fact that I get to say that. Dope. I'm watching it. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Yeah. Do that and join us in our next conversation. You can catch us, DM us. Wait.
TK Fishes today.
Yeah, Calvin Mercy, MERCI. Okay. Yeah, let's link up. Let's have conversations. Yeah.
Till next week.
All right, one time.